Jeremy Buckingham plans to kayak down the Nimboida River this weekend with local councillors and speak to locals about the impact of antimony mining on the region. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Joe.
Gas prices at the Bowser have jumped 10 cents in recent weeks. That was one of the effects predicted by industry analysts who say that a supply crisis in New South Wales is looming. But you're arguing there is no supply crisis. Why?
There's no supply crisis in New South Wales. New South Wales is well served in gas from conventional gas fields in Bass Strait and the Cooper Basin in South Australia. The reason there is a what I call a phantom crisis in New South Wales, and in actual fact the whole of the east coast of Australia, is because the gas companies are rushing to create a massive export industry. They're sucking up all the gas from Bass Strait, the Cooper Basin, and the proposed coal seam gas that they want to export into North Asia. So that's what's creating the competition, the demand. That's what's causing the crisis, this rush to export. And what I'm saying is we should reserve conventional gas as we make the transition to renewables. We should reserve conventional gas for Australian gas for Australians and leave coal seam gas in the ground. And there'd be no crisis.
It does sound like you're in a bit of a patchy area. We've got you for now, but it is crackling. I don't know if it's possible to move into a better location for us, but we'll press on. The Federal Resources Minister, Ian Macfarlane, says New South Wales consumes a quarter of the East Coast's gas supply, but it only produces 1% of the gas. Isn't it reasonable that this state should produce enough gas to meet its own demands rather than relying on gas shipped here from other states or from overseas?
Well, that's not how the economy works. We buy lots of fruit and vegetables that we can't grow in southern New South Wales from the tropics of Queensland. We're a Commonwealth, we're a federation, we've got a capacity to trade across borders, and so we should. New South Wales is well served with gas from Victoria and from the Cooper Basin in South Australia. So the big gas companies and the federal government and the state government want to create a massive export industry, so they're going to use the conventional gas from South Australia and the Bass Strait to create this massive export LNG industry, create a faux crisis, a faux gas crisis, and they use that as an excuse to create a massive coal seam gas industry. And I believe, the Greens believe, that we should have a domestic gas reservation policy, conserve Australian gas for Australians. Then we wouldn't need a coal seam gas industry, and we wouldn't have this argument about a gas supply crisis.
The summit's happening in Sydney as we speak. It's a closed-door meeting of industry heavyweights, as I mentioned, advisors and government. Are you concerned about what might come from it?
Absolutely. They're creating this fake crisis. Before the election, Ian Macfarlane and the Coalition and the National Party were making all these noises about being concerned about coal seam gas. 2 weeks after the election, the new Resources Minister says every molecule of CSG in New South Wales has to be gotten out of the ground. The veil has been drawn back. They're rabidly pro-coal seam gas. And 2 weeks later, there's a behind closed door meeting of all the resources ministers, the Coalition state and federal resources ministers, meeting with industry heavyweights, the community locked out, and they're drawing up a plan about how they're going to turn the Northern Rivers, the New England Northwest, the Illawarra, Western New South Wales into one giant gas field, and it's an absolute outrage. The Greens condemn it.
Is there any circumstance under which the Greens would support the development of coal seam gas in some form in New South Wales if it could be proven safe?
No, absolutely not. I don't think it can be proven safe. Anyone that's had a look at the experience in the United States realises this is a short-term wrecking industry. It's a massive fossil fuel. We need to adopt renewables. We do not need this industry. We've got conventional supplies. We need to invest this capital in renewable industries such as solar and wind, geothermal, rather than perpetuate another dirty fossil fuel and put our climate, our water, our land at risk.
The Federal Industry Minister, Ian Macfarlane, has come out strongly against those who oppose coal seam gas. He's described people opposed to coal seam gas as anarchists. What's your view? He seems to be setting the tone very early on.
Yeah, well, I'd say McFarlane is a fool. For him to suggest that the 85% of people in New South Wales who oppose coal seam gas are anarchists, well, I'd say he's the anarchist. I think he's the one that's going to unleash a dirty, toxic industry across the vast swathes of New South Wales. I think that's anarchy. I think that's reckless. The people of New South Wales recognise the risk this industry poses to their health, their water, their land. They've seen what's happened in the United States. They're seeing what they're doing in Queensland, and they don't like it. We don't need it. We've got $10 billion worth of wind energy on the books ready to be developed for New South Wales. We've got a massive solar resource in Western New South Wales that can power our state for thousands of years completely without any impact on our groundwater, our capacity to farm, and on the human health, and that's what we should be doing. But the coalition, the National Party, Ian McFarlane are captured by the mining industry, and they're just spouting their lies about how we need this industry because there's this gas crisis they've concocted.
Greens MLC Jeremy Buckingham is with me. He's written an article today outlining why he believes the gas shortage that is being suggested is starting to bite by mining industry insiders is in fact a myth. And he's also about to kayak down the Nimboida River. Jeremy Buckingham, what's your intention in kayaking down the Nimboida this weekend?
Oh, look, I'm a pretty lazy MC in actual fact. I'm not very good at admin, and I just wanted any excuse to get out on a big, beautiful river, kayak down through the beautiful part of the world and have a look. But no, look, seriously, this is a massively important water resource, an ecological asset, massively important for fisheries, agriculture, the community on the mid-north coast, the Macleay and Nimboida rivers, and I want to get up there and have a look at them and see what's at risk from these proposed gold and antimony miners. So I'll be kayaking down the river over a couple of days, camping, bushwalking, having a look around, and taking what I learned back to Parliament and letting the other MPs and Barry O'Farrell know what they're putting at risk with mining on the Dorrigo Plateau.
Thanks for speaking to us today.
Thanks very much, Joe.
Jeremy Buckingham, MLC, speaking there.